Greetings and welcome back. I'm continuing where we left off with the YAESU FT-2980, a little monoband FM radio, which I got just over 12 months ago. So I thought I'd just come back and give you a little update on what I personally think of the radio, as it's been doing a grand job for the last 12 months. So yeah, right now I've got a couple of comparisons here. I've got the FT-847, which is my main satellite radio, obviously a lot more expensive.
Well, that sounds good. It'll give you a preparation then to start doing the pie and peas then, to get the oven nicely warmed up.
And then on this side we've got the 2980.
To do a big pan of bushy peas.
So yeah, I'm just going to have a quick close look at it and tell you one or two things I've found about it as I've used it over the last year. So yeah, first of all, really nice piece of kit to operate, very simple to use. So anybody who's been thinking about getting one, I would certainly advise it after owning this one for 12 months. What I like about it is the clear readout. It's a big screen. As you can hear, it sounds good. I've got it plugged into a little extension speaker, a little homemade one just down there. A couple of cheap speakers in a bit of a box. But as you can see, the clarity is exceptionally good.
Opens on. What news? Oh, I've been up in the roof and fitted a 4-meter dipole. Something's will work. Goodness knows what it is.
So yeah, that guy's signals that clear. We can hear the background noise of some kind of local alarm. I like the channelized clicks you've got on the VFO. And like I say, a great readout, frequency readout. So really simple to operate.
Starting up again.
See if we can find any more stations. Fairly quiet tonight. But that's a local net that's on, so there's quite a bit of activity on 475.
If everybody could, I don't know whether...
So yeah, the radio itself.
For George calling, because he's saying he is calling. And
you've got your various power settings, you've got memory settings, you can easily access. I've got the home screen setting for the calling frequency, the VFO in there, another memory setting if I want, a couple of settings such as a repeater, M0 YKS testing. So that's just a local repeater. I've programmed it into the memory banks with the CTSS tone, which I'll show in a second. Another repeater, M0 YKS testing. So yeah, working really well. And then this is a bit of a distant repeater, M0 YKS testing. So that one's quite a way away. That's about 60 miles with quite a few hills in the way. So in the next part of the county. So yeah, working well. And that's how it operates. So you can put all your memories in there quite easy, I've noticed. And to do this, you can just go into the memory bank by pressing this button. We've got wide and narrow deviation settings. Put it on narrow at the moment, so I can flick through all the memories. Easy enough, get to them all, very accessible. I'll be honest, you don't really need to mess around with that many. I've got the dimmer, if I wanted to operate the dimmer, I'd give it another press. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 and so forth. So everything's pretty simple, operating off that button. Really straightforward. So if you're new to radio and you want a decent monoband FM radio with plenty of power, change the mic gain easy enough, whatever I want, all on that one press. So there's lots of stuff in there which you can play around with. I'll be honest, all I did is program a couple of repeaters up, set the squelch level if I want to signal levels. If I want the S5 signal coming in, I can set the squelch. Nothing below an S5 will pass through the squelch. But I just have the manual squelch on that control for what I want. But it's got quite a few nice little pieces in there if you need it for various operation. Like split mode, I probably will never use that. But it's nice to know I've got it if I want it. So yeah, tone frequency, change that easy enough. Press a memory, store it. That's how you do that. It's all pretty straightforward. So a good bit of kit, and for the money, I'm very happy with what I've got. So back to the normal VFO. Flick around, see if we can get any more stations.
Him that, see if he's hearing you.
And back to the net.
He's definitely there because he's typing again absolutely. We'll just see how it goes. Daniel, I don't know whether you heard anything in your cross angle across towards Harrogate. M7B CAG6MHR mobile.
M7BC returning. No, I can't. Harrogate. Well, you know I can't get Andy G7USF, so I don't stand a chance with George.
So yeah, this guy's really local to me.
It's just
And we've got no breakthrough. A slight bit there, but it's very local, within a mile distance. So minimum breakthrough. This guy's quite close. He's a couple of miles away. We're not getting no problem from that. So that's a pretty good demonstration of the sensitivity of the radio. I can't say I've really noticed any problems with local stations causing me any difficulties. So yeah, overall review, after running it for 12 months, pretty satisfied.
G6MHR from G8AQX truck A. Yes, as I say, it's quite impressive. It's very windy up here on top of the moor, idle moor, and the tips of the antennas are both waggling around quite alarmingly. But they all seem to be standing up to it, and it's supposed to be rated for quite a high wind speed. Just out of interest, while you were trying to raise George, I tried the old trick of actually switching to single sideband to USB.
So yeah,
very, very carefully.
as you can see, reception-wise, extremely good. He's pretty close. All these guys are close. So let's just have a quick comparison.
If you put it on a narrowband FM, certainly, if you go in with a sideband, you can sometimes hear them, and I couldn't hear anything.
Obviously,
Not a peep or a squeak or
a lot fancier radio, but similar kind of signal strength.
He's just not doing enough of it, or he's doing it on the wrong frequency.
And like I say, for a radio where you want to get a good value piece of kit for your money and monoband, the 2980 is really good. So I've got my actual radio connected to a monoband antenna, which is the Diamond F23, which is quite a high gain monoband antenna, and that's up at about 30 feet. So it does really well for me. The radio does put out 85 watts as stated, and I've operated on full power and had quite reasonable long lengthy QSOs. The temperature does get up. I've seen it as high as 65-70 degrees. It's got a built-in temperature readout if you wish to have that. I've got mine set on the microphone so I can just press a button, but I've not seen any problems. It's not shut down due to overheating, and I've given it a good thrashing. So I've had it for 12 months, and like I say, really satisfied with it. So anybody thinking about getting one, just thought I'd come back and give it a second look at, because obviously when I did the first review on the 2980 from YAESU, I'd only just got it, so I was excited, and I like the look of it, I like the feel of it, and yeah, it's been a nice piece of kit to play with for the last year. So hopefully that's helped you out make your decision if you're thinking about buying one. I've got no connection, just thought I'd let you know what I've personally thought of it after using it. So hopefully catch some of you guys on the bands. 73 from M0YKS.